Hello, Roy. Nice to stay here with me. So today is a special video for you because you are a winner on a special custom video in ASMR. So here we go. And for me, it's to be an honor to make a special class to learn a little bit of Spanish. That is my native language. And also thanks for the opportunity, because I am not a native English speaker, but I do my best effort to try to teach you something important about the language in Spanish. First of all, I want to say that Spanish is one of the most difficult language. First of all, Spanish is similar to English in the way that you make sentence. Normally it's the same idea, so you can translate normally the English to Spanish, and sometimes you make sense in the traduction. The problem is normally with the verbs, because in Spanish we have a lot of, I don't know if you say it in English, conjugation, pero the first thing is that I can use a translate, so verb conjugation. Okay, for example, in English you have the pronoun he, she, I, you, we, they, it, right? You, yours. In Spanish we have pronunciation too, and for that I can use this pizarra. But teacher, this is not pizarra. Is slate tampoco. Whiteboard, no pizarra, no whiteboard. That in Spanish is pizarra. So, okay, I have a market. This is market, right? Yeah, whiteboard, market. I don't like it. That said, that whiteboard marker. Okay, here we go. Me estoy quedando así. Este es más grande. Ya. This is that. We have the pronoun, and in Spanish pronoun. Okay. So the more common is that I, he, she, she, they, we, it, you, yours. Okay, I, he, she, they, we, it, you, yours. Okay, that in Spanish, this. Sorry. Voy a dar aquí para. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Okay. In Spanish, we have yo. Yo is I. He is only for men, you know. Okay. In Spanish, we have él. That line in up the E is like an accent, so you can do more strong L. In case of she, is translate like ella. Ella is only for woman, for girl. Then we have they. They is like a plural, so in Spanish we can have this. In Spanish we have distinction into men to female, so we will talk today, and they are boy. We said ellos. But if there are they and there are woman or girl, we say ellas. In the traditional rule, if we have in a group or they are in a group and there are 5 girls and 1 boy, the rules say that we can call ellos, like is that the rule? It's something about the past. I don't know what any comments, but the rule is there. If a group of women and they're in a man, we call all the group like ellos, like a man. Yeah, it's the rule. Then we have we. We is me and others, right? In Spanish, they say nosotros. And if I am a girl and with other girl, we say it nosotras. And in the same case of they in Spanish, if we are a group of 5 women and me, we say nosotros. Okay. Then we have it. You know, it is like for think yeah, for something like that. In Spanish, we don't know literally a pronoun officially with it, but I can translate an official like esto or esta because you have it, use it for animal or object if I don't wrong. So I don't know, I don't have in Spanish a translate, but to make a reference I can translate like esto. I think it's a good translation, by the way. Ok, voy a ponerlo aquí por... ¿Qué pasa si pongo it? Auto translate. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, this is the first. Yeah. For this video, the thing that I want that you can achieve in the end of this video is you can make a sentence in Spanish. So the first of this, you can make the subject of the sentence. Yeah, the subject of the sentence. So we can the pronoun, that is more important. For today, I don't know how to learn. You know, in English and in Spanish we have the microphone. Perhaps sorry. Okay. In Spanish to English we have a lot of verbs. Okay. A lot of verbs. But for make this video difficult for you and for me, for today I learned about the verb to be. Okay, in present, the verb to be in time present, because it's more easy and it's more fast than learn all the verbs that we have a lot of verbs. If I can make time, perhaps we can learn some verbs that you don't know, basic like sleep, eat, do, something like that. But for this beginning, I can use verb to be. That is an important verb, by the way, so it's important to know. Okay, I am nervous. You can take a screenshot if you like to have that. I'm sorry, my learners are not the best. I can open because I want to erase. Sorry, okay. I have to use alcohol to erase that. Wait a moment. Okay, here we go. Now it's like a blue whiteboard, but it's okay. Then again, correct. Okay, in Spanish, verb is like So in English, verb is verbo in Spanish. So I can put there. So I can read verb to be more, but I can sure have a verb to be. Verbo, yeah, it's meaning the same. Verb to be. In Spanish, I don't know if I record that. Wait, yeah, I have this record. In Spanish, it's called verbo ser. Okay. And then is when it's called is put more complicated. Okay. For verb to be, okay, for verb to be, you have am, are, and is. Right? I can write. Is and are. I don't write in Spanish because in Spanish it's more complicated. So we have more than 3. So it's time to more in attention with me, okay? Am is for I. Is we for he and she, right? And are we come for they, we, and for it. Yeah, it. Your, yours. Right? If I'm mistaken some things, you can say with all respectful in the commentary, so I have a feedback and I can learn more about English. So, but I remember in the school that I learned that is for I, is for he, she, or it, and are is for they, we, you, yours. Something important in Spanish that I don't say because I forget. In Spanish pronoun you, I put tú and usted. Tú is like more informal, which you talk about somebody, for example your friend. Tú eres muy divertido, tú eres grandioso, ay qué chévere, tú lo compraste, tú lo hiciste. Yeah, it's like more informal. Usted se usa más, no sé por qué lo estoy diciendo en español, sorry. Usted is just more like polite with your boss, in your work, with your teacher, with your professor. You talk about usted. Usted es muy bueno, usted es grandioso. I remember that when you use you can use, this is my dog, you can use like polite and informal, but in Spanish we have this distinction that tú y usted. So if you like to use in Spanish, remember that tú es más informal y usted es como que más, perdón, tú is like more informal and usted is like more polite, more for formal situation. Okay, here we go. Okay, you remember that we have a lot of pronouns. Yeah, all of these pronouns have a special conjugation. For example, you remember that in Spanish I is yo, so I can put yo, and the verb to be is not yo ser. It's not yo ser. Ser is like the verb in, I can, Ser is like an infinitive verb. You know, we have difference in infinitive verb in Spanish and in English. For example, your infinitive verb is like a verb in present. If I remember, sleep, do, swim. There you have in past, slept, swam. You know, there are difference. In Spanish, yeah, something like that, but in Spanish we have infinitive verb. That is the verb that does not conjugate like an action. It's like in general, if you can say that. In infinitive verb in Spanish, finish the word with r, ir. For example, sleep is dormir. That finish with I and r, dormir. This is infinitive verb, like don't conjugate with a sentence. For example, if I said I sleep, I don't say yo dormir. This is not the best way. So sometimes, well, but it's okay because if you say it in Spanish, yo dormir, I can understand the sentence. I can understand what do you want to say. Okay, so I don't can frustrate you, but I can say that the first thing is that you can communicate. But if you like to know more about the language, we have a lot of configuration. Yo dormí, ellos durmieron, nosotros dormimos, tú dormiste, usted durmió. So you can say that verb change depend of the pronoun, the plural, the singular. So it's like a more challenges for the people to try to learn Spanish, but it's okay. That now in this moment you can play with Spanish. This is the space that you can learn, you can grow, so it's okay. And there are some fun and you can play. Yo soy, él es, tú eres. Ya, ahorita les voy a explicar, pero ya son seis. In Spanish, with if I is not I, or no es yo ser, es yo soy. So the verb change. Sorry. The verb change to soy. Yo soy. And I can do a short sentence. For example, I am an ASMR artist. Yo soy un artista de ASMR. I am. Yo soy. I am. Yo soy un artista de ASMR. I am an ASMR artist, for example. Yeah, the second is that is for he, she, it. In this moment, I can use for, yeah, okay. In this case, yeah, for he, she, and is December. So él, ella, eso is from the verb es. He is a doctor. Él es un doctor. She is an actress. Ella es una actriz. For example, it is a dog. Eso es un perro. No, something like that. Okay. I suppose the more complicated is for are. So here we go. In the case of ellos, that is they, ellos son. Ellos son. S-O-N. Ellos son. It's like, for example, they are students. Ellos son estudiantes. They are students. Ellos son estudiantes. that moment, this kind of learning is like to memorize. Like when I in kindergarten and I learn English, all is for memorize, and then you can say it more normally because you incorporate in your language and in your mind. So for today, you can only memorize like a play. You can play. Yo soy, él es, ella es, eso es, ellos son. Okay? Okay. I remember another translate for él, ella y ellos. That it's no, forget. I am confused with the verb estar. But I can do a sentence if I yo estoy no sé por qué no don't translate correctly. Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, we have the verb ser and the verb estar. The verb estar is like, a ver. Yeah, it's like to be. For example, I am happy. I am happy is not yo soy feliz. Because soy is something like, okay, this is not officially, but I thought that I like to make a meaning. So this is my interpretation. I am, yo soy, is like estoy, we made of this. That I can incorporate this. I am a student is because I in a student, I in a student process. I in this way. I don't know if you can understand me. Estoy in the other case. Repeat is my meaning that I can put of this. Estoy is like a it's like a state, like a mood, for example. Something that is not always, but you can be there for some period. For example, I am happy. All the time are not. It's like an example for that. It's like I am happy. Yo estoy feliz. In that moment, I choose this state. I am happy. But I repeat, is that the meaning that I put on this? But yeah, in Spanish, and this is only depend the context. But you can more learn in Spanish we have yo soy or yo estoy. Yo estoy feliz. I am happy, for example. Or I am an ASMR artist. Yo soy un artista de ASMR. You can see the different aspect that you can do it. So that is right. In Spanish we have él, ella, eso es. O también él está, ella está, eso está. No sé. Sorry. In Spanish we have está. Está, for example, for the same example that you can, I am happy, he is happy, él está feliz, okay? She is happy, ella está feliz, it is happy, eso está feliz, okay? Yeah, here we go. Voy a escribirlo de una vez. So sorry about that. So sorry. So sorry about the noise that I made with the erase. Sorry about that. Yeah, I am so sorry. Okay, here we go. We have ellos with son y están, okay? Then nosotros somos with or nosotros estamos. Then tú eres. You know, with you is the more different about the others because in you don't start with s, start with e. Well, in he, she, they, it will start with it too, but yeah, eres is like more different than the other, so you can say that. In with you can say estás. And then you can show the difference between tú and between tú y usted. In English you have say you, but in Spanish you say tú eres, tú estás. But you say usted es, usted está. And these sound more polite and respectful. For example, if you are my boss, I don't say ¿estás libre o estás ocupado? It's more polite. Say está ocupado. No, not with S, because it's like usted está ocupado. It's more polite than say ¿tú estás ocupado? Sorry if I say it like more loud, but yeah, something like that. Okay. I repeat, you can memorize that is the most important thing. Okay. For example, they are taller. I suppose is the correct translate. If not, forgive me, but you can understand me the meaning. They are taller. Ellos son altos. Taller. Espérate, quiero ver si lo puedo traducir mejor. Yeah, it's correct. For the other, like with the verb estar, aquí mejor don't forget. For example, they are hungry. Hungry is not all the time. It's like a period of time. So it's not ellos son hambrientos. The correct translate is ellos están hambrientos. Hambrientos is like hungry, which you want to eat quickly. Yeah, this is the meaning of hungry in Spanish. Hambrientos, or more colloquial is, let's say, tengo hambre. Tener hambre. But the correct, like more adjective way with hungry is hambrientos. So this with, in the same with we, that is translated like nosotros or nosotras, we use the word somos. And you know that, for example, for male and female we have difference. Yeah, for men and for female we say somos. The verb not have a gender with that. I don't say with female, nosotras somos. No, nosotras somos. For example, yeah, we are powerful. Nosotros somos poderosos o nosotras somos poderosas. Okay, in case of adjective, yeah, powerful is like adjective. Sometimes depend of the gender of the subject, we can change for male and for woman. For example, powerful for men is poderosos, and with O and S. Okay, I don't use the whiteboard because I can't erase that. But for example, for men more frequently end with O, and for women or for female with end with A. Not all in case, but more frequently use that. Yeah, but I forget. Yeah, but in the case if we talk about one person, if meaning singular person, we start with the vocal O or A. It depends of if female or man. But if it are plurals, we end with S, like poderosos or poderosas. Okay? Yeah, I mean some more difficult, but in the practice you can learn. So this question is only practice and remember the rules. So here we go. They are powerful. Ellos no. We are powerful. Nosotros somos poderosos o nosotras somos poderosas. En el caso de están... no, sí está bien, lo escribí bien. Yeah, in the case of we... we are smarter. No, yeah, we are intelligent. No. Because there are nosotros somos inteligentes. But this is not the verb that I can say. Yeah, we are busy. No, yeah, we are busy. Nosotros estamos ocupados. We are busy. Or with female, nosotras estamos ocupadas. You can see ocupados and with O and S, and ocupadas and with A and S. If you are singular, for example, yo estoy ocupado, I am busy, like yo estoy ocupado. Not with S in the end of ocupado, only with O, ocupado. In the case of female, if we say she is busy, I say ella está ocupada. Don't end with S, only with A. You can see the difference? You can tell me in the comment section if you notice or can see it. Okay. Nice. Sorry. In the case of you is eres. For example, ¿tú eres un doctor? ¿Tú eres un doctor? It's like a question. But in English, the question forms different way. But yeah, in English, for example, in English, the question is, are you doctor? In Spanish, no. Se say, ¿tú eres un doctor? ¿Tú eres un doctor? The only change are the intonation. ¿Tú eres un doctor? Sorry if I got talk more loudly. But yeah, okay. Yeah, for example, you are a doctor. You are a doctor. Tú eres un doctor. Yeah, for busy. Yeah, you are a busy. Tú estás ocupado. You are busy. Tú estás ocupado. And then it's more polite for usted. That is say usted. For example, you are intelligent, but in the formal way, for example, in like tú eres, like you are intelligent. In the formal way is tú eres inteligente, but the formal way is usted es inteligente. So you can saw the difference. Then, for example, with busy, you are busy. In the formal way is tú estás ocupado, but the formal way is usted está ocupado. You can say the difference está without s. In the formal it estás. So you can saw. And then we have ustedes, because tú don't have plural. For example, you have yours. That is like plural. Yeah, but tú, the word tú don't have plural in the pronoun. Then there's another word that is tus, but don't use tus with a pronoun. But in pronoun, tú don't have plural. Tus is like a preposition. I don't know if I can translate correctly, but for the plural of your in English, that is your is ustedes. So para ustedes, so only have that. Okay. Ustedes son hermosos. Yours are beautiful. Ustedes son hermosos. The same example, because there are more like extensive video, but okay. And in you are busy. Yours are busy. You have ustedes están ocupados. Ustedes están ocupados. So what is that? I mean, you can know that I don't have a lot of time to make a, I don't teach to make a complex sentence, but you can start with a simple sentence. So I propose you that you can, I don't know if you can solve that. You can make a video, no, sorry about that. You can take a screenshot about that. But I can propose that you can make a sentence in the comment section. I like to teach you about the colors in Spanish, but I can't do this for this time because they're too expensive. Time. But I know I like to make this. For example, I know that I am teach you like a lot of words, but you can start, for example, yo soy intelligent. You can use the subject in the sentence in Spanish and the other put in English if you like, and I can translate correctly. The idea is that you can play with that verb and you can use it to memorize, and you can do more naturally, because I know that I can't count it. Yo soy, él es, ellos son, nosotros somos, tú eres, usted es, ustedes son. There are a lot. Yo estoy, él está, ellos están y nosotros estamos. Tú estás, él, usted está, ustedes están. There are a lot. So you can try to use. I don't know, perhaps. Yeah. This is the homework. Tell me about you and your parents, and don't use then your name, like, for example, but for example, but I am, and your alias, for example, I am random ASMR, and I am a student. Sorry about that fireworks, that homework fireworks, excitement, yay. Okay, I am, for example, I am random ASMR. I am happy to make this video. Now it's more complex, but I am happy, even more. My father, but I don't put my father, put he is asleep now. Okay, no, he's sleeping now. I don't teach that verb, but sorry. And my mom, for example, he is smart, or he is intelligent, and my mom, don't put my mom, and she is beautiful. In Spanish, yo soy random ASMR y yo soy un estudiante. Oh no, miento. Claro, la primera oración que puse fue yo soy random ASMR y yo estoy feliz, entre paréntesis, de hacer un video, porque dije I am happy to make a video, but this is more complex. I know, so only short sentence. Yo soy random ASMR y yo estoy feliz. Él es inteligente y ella es hermosa. I have L to represent my father, and I have she to represent my mother. The idea is, can you say a pronoun? So you can talk about your father, your mother, then you can say he or she. And if you have brothers, you can talk about they, or your friends, and you will talk about we. The idea is, can you use those words, and the conjugation of the verb is of the verb estar. So I mean use a simple sentence in the way you can. If you can do more complex sentence, do it, and I read and I try, a little feedback, because I'm an expert, but the idea is that you can express the more correctly way that the other Spanish native language can understand, is the idea. So this video, they are so long. Sorry, because in that moment of the video I talk in Spanish and I don't realize that I talk in Spanish, but the idea is that you can learn about this. I am an amateur, I don't a Spanish speaker teacher, but I am Spanish, so a little bit I can teach you for this. Nothing. If you like this video, take in the comment, and also Guroi, you're a special subscriber and special rendiros, so I make this with all love for you. Sorry about, I know some noise that I put strongly in the video. Sorry about that, but it's for you. And also I expect that you can saw all the video that something that I want to say in the beginning of the video, but if you stay here and tell me if you give me the authorization to make a reading tarot, because you win a personalized video in a reading tarot, and I don't know how to make you only to you this reading tarot. If you authorize me that I make the reading tarot card in public, I mean that for all people can see, and obviously the reading tarot is only work to you, no for the collective, only to you. If you like, tell me and I make a video. If you know, the only thing that I thought is like I make a video, but in hiding video, like a link, so I can send you to the comment and you can saw. I don't know, you told me about you are more comfortable to make it, and we made it in the way that you can be comfortable. So that's for that. And for the others, if you like the videos, for me as funny and interesting, and I can continue make that if you like it. So tell me like that. And I suppose there is this all for today. It's an expensive video. It's an expensive completely video, so I'm happy. I expect fully that you can happy too. Yo estoy feliz y tengo la esperanza, o espero que ustedes también estén felices. I can say because, yeah, for example, I say ustedes estén felices, but I say ustedes están felices, but it's like a difference. Ustedes están is correct with ustedes estén felices, but the contact is different. Okay, I don't have to complicate with that. Yeah, in the future we can talk about that if you like it. So this all for today. Don't forget, Fighto, Dayo, and love yourself. And I can translate the final. Fighto, Dayo, is an expression of love life. Y Fighto, Dayo es luchemos, luchen, and love yourself, amate a ti mismo. Is all that I say within the video if you know the meaning of Spanish. Fighto, Dayo, and love yourself. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye bye.